kind of all here. So before I go any further, I'm just going to do a plug. So I'm holding a yoga workshop in the Panacea, so St Mellon's Health Club, on the 26th of April, 10 o'clock till 3 o'clock. We're going to be doing a bit of history of yoga, doing a session like this. We're going to be talking about journaling, and then we'll do like a yin session, restorative with meditation. I'm hoping to do a course in sound therapy as well. So hopefully I can incorporate some of that in, but we'll see. And breathing techniques. So I'll put it on the enlarged website, the poster, but it's there if anyone wants to come. Bit of light lunch, tea, coffee, meeting other people. Should be fun.
Is that the weekend after Easter?
What's that, sir?
Is it the weekend after Easter?
Yes.
Yeah, the weekend after.
Yeah, that one. And while I'm talking about it, Easter Monday there'll be no yoga. Okay, I think everyone will be quite happy that that is.
Bouncing around our hands.
Yeah.
On top of it.
Although I hit it hard the next week, she'll be like, I've eaten too much chocolate. I'll be there too, don't worry. Yes, so yoga, just a nice workshop, and no yoga on whatever Monday is. 21st, I thought it was 20th, 21st. But I'll put that in the message when I send the next video out. Okay, what we do today. So I thought to myself, right, we'll do King Pigeon. And then I just thought, do you know what? I think that's a bit too much at the minute, King Pigeon. You know, it's nice to kind of be able to go into things like that, but it is a little bit too much. So I was like, well, what other backbend can I do? I've done that. So, all we're going to do today, we're going to keep it simple. I say keep it simple, but actually it's not as simple as you think. So all we're going to do today is backbend. But remember to breathe, okay? But standing backbend, alright? And it could also look like that. So when we do that, as you know, the back bends, it's good to have strong back, certainly upper back, lower back, strong butt, strong thighs. But actually, with this one, it's a lot about the core as well. Because if I just go back like this without engaging my core, that's quite dangerous. Well, that's dangerous. And you can have a go as well. Because it's like my spine's just gone like that and there's nothing helping it. So strong core muscles is key for this, alright? And certainly, like engaging these muscles here, the buttocks, will help all of this become stabilised. So when you do go back, you're pushing your hips forward, engaging that core, and then slowly kind of bending into it, if that makes sense. But just like the camel and everything, you want to breathe as well. So we're going to be building that up as we go along. Alright? So very similar like other kind of sessions. And we're going to do the mobility slightly different today. So I'm going to get you to go to the wall. But we'll be doing a couple of bits that we don't normally do. So mobility is about being able to leave my leg up there. Okay, flexibility is being able to bring it up as far as I can, and mobility is about having strength to kind of leave it there and range of motion to do whatever you need to do. Okay, so we're going to be doing a few more bits on mobility. All right, everyone else, everyone okay? Perfect. Right, and we've got blocks. So all I'd like you to do is you may need your blocks, but have his hands in the way. Do you want to have this? Yeah. No, if I've got them in my hands, then. I hope these kind of extension of the spine, we're not used to going that way. We're not used to it, so it does take a bit of effort. Anyway, right, so we're going to come into our seat position. I'm finding it easier to come up on my block these days. Didn't quite enjoy all of this. What I would like you to do, so if you bring the fleshy parts backwards slightly, I want you to really kind of feel your sitting bones on the ground. And what I'd like you to do is tip your pelvis forward, tip it back, just like you've got a bucket of water and the top of it's up here, and you're just trying to get that, feel where your sitting bones actually are. You've probably got it by now anyway, but just physically kind of do it. And once you're comfortable, come into that seat position. And what I'd like you to do is bring your hands to your thighs, palms face up, and bring your thumb and fingers together. Taking a nice big deep breath in, lengthen up the spine. As you breathe out, bring your shoulder blades back and down. Next, engage that core. So imagine it's pulling down here, up here, and you're not physically doing that. It's a metaphorical kind of bringing them together, and you should be feeling them contracted, but also being able to relax with it and breathe. Okay, next I would like you to maybe just close your eyes or look at a point in front of you. I'd like you to body scan, so we're just checking in with ourselves, body scanning. And I'd like you to go side to side across your body from the head down. And just feel the weight of yourself on the mat. Are you feeling different one side compared to the other? Is there any tension? Is there any kind of feeling where you're like, oh, there's something on that side, I can't explain what it is, but you know, you're kind of feeling it. And then at the end, we're going to go back to this to check in, see how different you feel. So once we've checked in with our bodies, just checking with your mind as well. Are there any kind of fluctuations that are making you feel at unease or any judgment going on? Maybe nothing, and that's fine. You're feeling nice and strong. Whatever it is, you know, bring it with you in your practice or just let it go before we start. Okay. Next thing, bring your left hand to your heart and just place your other hand on the ground. What I'd like you to do is really just ground yourself. Feel the ground in your heart. And just allow the earth to kind of help you open up the heart. So it's about opening up your heart today with the Backbend. No judgment on yourself. Okay. So whilst you're here, just set an intention for the lesson today. Just bringing that self-love. when you're ready, bring your hands to heart centre. And on your next in-breath, we're going to take the hands up, rising above your head. And then exhale, hands to heart centre. Looking down, gazing. Inhale, rise up. Exhale down, hands to heart centre, breathing out of your nose. And this is where we're going to go again, but this time really connect with the breath. And then exhale. Okay. Leaving your head where it is, take your hands down. Inhale, rise. Right ear to the right shoulder. Remember, take your ear to the shoulder and not shoulder to ear. And then inhale, rise up, go the other side. And then just keep doing this as we go along. Okay, and come back to a neutral stance. And all we're going to do now is shrug the shoulders up. And then take it back down. Shrug the shoulders up. Take it back down. Shrug the shoulders up. Take it back down. Okay, leave it there. Inhale, bring your arms shoulder height. And then over to the right. And this is important to open up the side body, really leaning in, and then rising up, and then down the other side. And then what we're going to do is go to the other side, and what I would like you to do is look up at your palm as it's coming over, leaning in to the right hand, and then coming up, doing the same on the other side. Really opening up, and then rise down one more on each side. Up, exhale. Okay, we're going to twist straight into our right side, looking towards your rear, keeping the hips face forward, and then inhale, rise, exhale. Inhale, rise, exhale, the other side. So one to each side. Inhale up, exhale. Lovely. Okay, come to the front. Let's take your feet outside rather than the knee block at this stage. Feet nice and wide. Place your hands behind, or you could just place them heart centre, it's up to you. Inhale as we exhale, bring the knees down. So we're just windscreen wipering each side. And bring this leg up first before we move this one. And then we're going to each side. Bring this one up, and then down. You might feel this a little bit in the inner thigh or the outer thigh, that's absolutely fine. Alright, and just keep moving like this till you feel a little bit looser, a little bit warmer. We'll come off the stage in a minute. Alright, cool. Okay, what we're going to do now is come onto our backs. Alright, so vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way down. Hands either out to the sides, palms face down. We're going to take both legs up, right leg over the top of the left knee. And what we're going to do now is lower this leg down, nice and slowly. Pin your bottom of your back to the floor, and you might want to raise your head up slightly. And then coming upwards, lower it down, and then coming up. And you should feel this not only working in the legs, but in the abs as well. Okay? Inhale, rise. One more. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Alright, and release there. Just shake it off slightly, and then the left onto the right. Okay, and not only is this firming up the thighs, so we're going to lower the right down, and then rise, lower, and then rise, It's also helping the abs. Okay? Nice strong abs. Rise, 2 more. Lower. Rise. Lower. Nice and easy. Nice and slow. Alright, rise up, release, take your legs down. You can take your socks off because we're going to do a little bit of walking out of the feet. What we're going to do is come up into a bridge, so draw your tailbone off first. Coming up into bridge, you don't have to go nuts or anything, so we're just warming up. What I'd like you to do now is see if you can walk your feet out in front of you, as far as you can, and not placing your bum on the ground. Okay, so you're getting a nice bit of strength in the back. And then walk back. We're going to do this 3 times. Walking out. So go as far as you can, keeping your bum up off the ground, and then walk back. We've got 1 more to do. Okay, and then walking out, strengthening the hamstrings and the butt cheeks, and walking up. And then release vertebrae by vertebrae all the way down. Okay, what I'd like you to do is rock up, and if you can, just stand up nice and easy, nice and slow. Come to the wall, and we're going to do some thoracic twists. So, we're going to take the right hands behind us, like so. We are going to come round without moving your feet, and we're going to walk this hand round, like so, and then come round this way. Now, if it's slightly tricky, just come nearer the wall and just come up a little bit, okay? Until you're quite content. So we lean back, lean out, and then come round. Lean back, lean out, and then come round. The reason why I'm asking you to use the wall, because it's a little bit safer, okay, than just doing it. You put whatever ones on you want. Alright, and just go back 1 way, and then go back the other. And if you could get a little bit lower, that's great. And remember, this is all part of your practice, okay? Looking at the mobility side. So once you're happy, we've done like 3 each side, then come back to your mat. We're going to go straight up to our sun salutation, and hopefully you should feel a bit nice and warm, nice and ready. Good to go. Alright, okay. So, into our sunset. We've still got some lights there. Do it in a minute. Alright. So this music tells me we are ready for a little bit of flow. Okay. Come into your mat. Feet hip width apart, or inside, it doesn't matter. What we're going to do is get used to engaging the butt, the thighs. Tuck the tailbone in, bring the shoulder blades back and down. Engage that core, nice and strong. Feel the mat beneath your feet. Alright, on your next in breath, rise with your hands. Exhale down, folding. Place a bend in the knees if you need to. Inhale, rise to a half fold. Exhale, plant those palms down and step back into our plank. And feel comfortable in the plank first, lean forward. Take your knees down, then your chest, elbows go backwards, chin. And then we're just going to bring the hands forward, raising your torso, using your upper back strength. And then exhale. Bring your hands back. We're going to come up onto our knees first. And then what I'd like you to do is just hover your knees and just get used to this, because in a minute we're going to then push up in some kind of way into our downward dog. Cycle out your feet
And then coming up onto your toes, body waving into our plank. Drop the knees down, then the hips nice and high. Press the heels down, coming up, body wave, knees, downward dog, one more time. Body wave, plank, knees, and then coming up with your hips. Okay, start to walk forward towards your hands, but like you do it nice and slowly, nice and gently. Engaging the core, pressing those heels down until you get to a point where you can't go any further, coming into your half fold. Exhale, fall forward fold. And coming up vertebrae by vertebrae. Nice and easy, all the way.
Rising. Exhale, hands to heart center. Tadasana. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, down, forward fold.
Inhale, rise to a half fold. Exhale, plant palms down.
There we go. Come forward onto your toes. Knees down, chest down, chin down. Release the hips, rise with the half cobra. And exhale back to downward dog. So, when you're doing this, go at your own pace, but just meet in downward dog, so it can be faster, it can be slower. However is good for you. On your next inhale, right leg up to the side. Put a bend in the knees, bring it all the way through, step in between your hands. Take that left knee down. Inhale, rise. Tuck the tailbone in, forward with the hips. Nice and strong. Inhale as we exhale, palms down. Let's come back into our plank.
Downward dog, my apologies. And inhale, take that left leg up to the sky.
Bring it all the way through. Let's step in between our hands. Right knee down. Inhale, rise. Remember your breath. Tuck the tailbone in, forward with the hips. Nice. Breathe. Inhale. As we exhale, we're going to meet the right to the left. So just step through into a half fold. Exhale, fall forward fold.
Coming up vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way.
Exhale, hands to heart center. Last one. Take a breath. On your next inhale, rise up. Small back bend. Only a small back bend on your exhale. Bring your hips forward and then exhale, forward fold.
Inhale, rise to a half fold.
Exhale, plant the palms down, step back to plank. Let's take our full body down if you can, so chaturanga, all the way down. Inhale, rise to cobra. Only if it's there for you. And then back to downward dog.
On the next in breath, right leg up to the sky.
Bring it through, step in between our hands. We're going to take that left knee down, take the right foot out to the side, right hand on the inside, and then we're going to push that knee out slightly. Sole of your foot might come up, that's fine. And all we're going to do is, if you want, take your arm backwards. It's up to you, you can still have this out, arm backwards. And then come in with your hands and your foot back to downward dog. Then inhale, left leg up to the sky. Come through, step in between your hands. Right knee down, let's take that left foot out. And then push that knee outwards. So we get a nice inner thigh stretch here. If you want, you can lean back. And coming back in with your hands and your foot. You're going to go back into downward dog. So what I would like you to do now is just look forward towards your hands, nice and softly, nice and slowly, until you can meet in a half fold. Nice flat back, exhale, fall forward fold. And then come up vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way up. Reach, and then exhale, hands to heart center. Tadasana. Cool. Take 5 breaths. So sometimes you don't have to go fast. It's that nice movement, and when you slow it down, you feel the strength more than the cardio. Okay, so we are going into our main asanas now. So coming into our Tadasana, we're going to fit a little bit of mobility in here as well. Just ground yourself, tuck the tailbone in, shoulder blades back and down. Okay, place all your weight on the left. Place all your weight on the left foot. You can micro bend if you want, but bring your right leg up. Okay, what we're going to do is bring that right leg up, and we're going to hug the knee into the chest. Okay? Then, once we've got our gaze, we're going to release. But release your hands, but keep the leg up. Okay? Bring your hands top center or to the side, whatever's good for you, or even up. Okay. And I'm going to take that leg back to the side, keeping it where it is. Woo! Alright. And then come. Oh, sorry, we're going into tree. Go, come on. And in place without using your hands. Sometimes it's just not moving, but that's because we're not using our hands either. We're relying on that kind of hip flexibility, mobility, your range of movement to get you there. Okay? So if you can come back into your tree, however that looks. Okay, inhale, bring that leg forward. You might feel a bit of a burn as well, and then take it back into your high lunge. Inhale, rise. Exhale, tuck that tailbone in. Hold it nice and high, because in a minute we're going to go down onto our knee. No, we're not. Inhale, as we exhale, bring your hands down. Place your right hand down. I'm going to take that left hand out to the side. So sweep up all the way to the sky, having both hands, arms in line. So if you need to pull that left arm back slightly, please do so. Alright, and then what we're going to do is inhale. As we exhale, we're going to bring that hand down and through under the legs. Under the legs, and then we're going to go back up on the next inhale. And then as we exhale, we're going to come down. Going to do this one more time. Inhale, rise, and exhale down. Okay, place your hands down, come back into our plank. However that looks, place your knees down. We're going to sweep up to the left again with our hand, and as we do, we're going to open up the heart and then sweep back down under our right arm, placing your left shoulder down. With your right arm, cut across the back, the lower back. See if you could touch the left thigh. So all we're doing is opening that shoulder, opening the heart and the chest. If you find yourself shallow breathing,
what I'd like you to do is just relax and begin to breathe slower. For 3, 2, 1. And place that right hand down, and you're going to come back up into tabletop position. Moving up into your plank, either leave your knees on the ground or bring them up off the earth, it's up to you. Inhale, we're going to come forward on our toes, drop down nice and slowly into chaturanga. Place your knees down if you need to, all the way to the ground. We're going to go into our half front. So, bring your right arm parallel to the top of the mat. Left leg comes up. Left arm comes out in front, thumb facing upwards, all the way round till it comes to the centre of your foot. What you're going to do then is bring your hand on top, and then as you do that, your left shoulder is going to come forward, so then it raises the elbow upwards. And then inhale, pressing into your hand. As you exhale, you're going to press down with your foot. But you're going to not go to your bum. You can go to your bum, but try and go to the side. Okay? And press down. And then just periodically inhale and then exhale. Now, there's a couple of things here. You're going to do the other side. Keep going. What you could do is think about bringing a mat in or a blanket or something. And what you could do is place it just on the top of the lower part of your abs. And what that does, it just rises you up a little bit. But if you want a little bit more, maybe just come up into your cobra as well. And that will enhance the extension of the spine and hopefully the stretch. Okay, release that. Remove the block if you've got it. Alright, place your hands down. We're going to push up into plank and then body wave into your downward. And just have a little rest in your downward dog. Remember all the teaching points of the downward dog. Alright, and move into our vinyasa. So up onto your toes, rounding up the spine. Coming down into chaturanga. Inhale, rise to cobra or up dog. Breath here. And then back to our downward dog. Hopefully you're feeling a bit more flexible in the legs as well. So we're going to begin to move forward, nice and slowly. Heels down. And then meet in our half fold. Exhale, full forward fold. And then coming up vertebrae by vertebrae. Rising up, exhale, hands to heart centre. We're going to take 5 breaths and then go on to the other side. Cool. Are you alright? So when we go into this again, when we're going to go into that again, I just want to see how you feel on both sides. Do you remember when we were at the start, when I said body scan, see how you feel? If there was something there, just try and match it, become self-aware of this part, because you could be a bit more wobbly on one side than the other. You might have felt that at the beginning. Masculine, feminine, masculine right, feminine left. Got it. So it could be your energies mismatching potentially. Or in a bit of flight or fight. Okay, it's coming into our Tadasana. All the teaching points. Okay. Right foot down. Get your balance. Bring that left leg up slightly, get your gaze. Engage the core, engage the buttocks. Slowly raise up,
squeezing that knee into the chest and then releasing and leaving it there for a few breaths. Breathing, and then we're going to take it out to the side on the next in-breath. And then nice and slowly bring it down into your tree pose. If you want, you can take your hands up. Well done. Ah. So we're all a lot better on our masculine side. And then exhale down into our high lunge. Tuck that tailbone in. Getting nice and comfortable. Distribute the weight. Inhale. As we exhale, we're going to bring the hands down. We're going to take that right hand, sweep it to the right. As we exhale, sweep your hand underneath. Inhale, rise, opening up the heart. Exhale down. Inhale, rise. Got one more of these. Exhale down. Inhale, rise. Exhale down. Leave your hands on the ground. And come back to plank. And bring your knees down into tabletop. Take your right hand once again, swing it to the right, hold it for a breath or two, and then exhale, sweep under your left arm, placing your right shoulder down. Once you're comfortable, left arm across the body, and what we're going to do is open up that shoulder. Okay? Nice. Give yourself some breaths. Okay, and release there. Come into your tabletop and then push into your plank. You're going to inhale, come down into your chaturanga. Lower yourself to the ground. Left arm. No? Yep, left arm. Right leg, bend. Take your right hand out on the inside of your foot. When you're ready, slide your hand round. At the same time, your shoulder comes forward. Pressing in, inhale into your foot, and as we exhale, we're going to press the foot down on the other side. On the outside of your sort of hips. Once again, if you want to go a little bit further, just push up with your hand and then pressing in and then exhale down. Once again, by placing your block there, just allows you to kind of have that support. Each time pressing in, see if you can get this a little bit lower. Okay, release there. Remove your block. Press your hands down. Push it up into plank. Hold it. Going into our, at this time, we're going to go into vinyasa and then our warrior series. So, down, into chaturanga. Inhale, rise to cobra or up dog. Exhale, back to downward dog.
On your next inhale, take your left leg up to the sky. Bring it through, stack in between your hands. Let's take that right foot out. Once your heels are in line, press on the front foot and come into your warrior two. Looking down, forward with the hips. Switching turning the palm, leaning forward and then coming back into your reverse warrior. Making sure you're still bending into that front leg. Feeling the hip flexors and the inner thighs. And then inhale, rise to warrior two, straighten up the front leg. Forward with the hips, lean as far forward as you can, just stay here till you've got it. Leaning forward, and then pivot down into our triangle. And then looking up at the right palm, making sure the form is still there, like you've got pane of glass at the front and at the back. If you feel like your butt's going out to the rear, just rise your hand up slightly. And it's just falling onto the knee. Looking up at that right palm. And then bending into that front leg. Coming into our warrior two. And then down into a low lunge. Moving through our vinyasa again. Inhale, down into chaturanga. Inhale, rise to cobra. Exhale, back to down dog. Having a breath. Inhale, rise. Right leg up to the sky. Coming through, stacking between our hands. Left foot out, rising up into warrior two. Lean forward, turn the palm, reverse that way down. Nice, feeling the stretch in the side body. Inhale, rise up. Warrior two again, straighten up that front leg. Pull your hips forward. Lean as much as you can. Lean as much as you can until you can't anymore. And we're just going to pivot down. Your hands should fall where it kind of lands. Alright? If you feel you can get that hand a bit lower, please do so. But as soon as that butt comes out the rear, you're breaking your alignment. So you're still getting the pure benefits, even if your hand's right up on your thighs. Okay. Bending into that front leg, coming down into the low lunge, coming back into, let's go child's pose. And taking a breath, taking a rest. Okay, well done. Alright. Going to open up the heart again in a minute by going into puppy dog pose. So a couple more breaths. Then we're going to rise up. Tabletop position. Walk your hands out in front. And then we're going to lower, so we're going to melt the heart into the earth. And relax in here for 5 breaths. Keep the hips nice and high. Hips should be over the knees. And relax and melt into the mat. Okay, rise up. And what we're going to do is just come back slightly. Sorry, my apologies. Take your hands out a little bit and then push up into downward dog. If you want in downward dog, you feel like you need to round up the spine, please do so. Alright, you're going to inhale, take that right leg up to the sky. You're going to open up the hips, bend into the right knee, bring it over to the left side, keeping your hands where they are, just opening up those hips, into our scorpion, pressing down on the left heel, opening up the heart. Alright, and come back down into a downward dog. Inhale, take the left leg up to the sky. Open up the hips again. So pressing down on the right heel, bending that left leg all the way kind of to the right side, opening up. Okay, and come down. We're going to move into our plank. Body wave into the plank. Chaturanga, lower your body all the way down. Alright, we're going to go into bow pose. So you can either do this one leg at a time or both legs. You can also place your block here, which will help you raise up slightly. Right. What I'd like you to do is take the thumb out again, hold on to the front of your right foot. And do the same with the left. Oh, Jesus. What's happening? Take it a bit lower. Take it a bit lower so it's not on your ribs. Alright. And then, take both legs. Hold on, this isn't placed. This block isn't quite what you need. What you do need is if you, this is why we go. If we start bringing a towel or a blanket, you can kind of utilise that. If not, you've got your mat as well that you can utilise. That's a little bit better. Okay. It's a little bit better. Grab hold. Okay. We're going to inhale, rise up, pushing into our hands with our feet. And as soon as you do that, you rise up. Notice I'm a little bit higher than normal, and that's because I've got my mat there, okay? What I'd like you to do is continue breathing slowly. You can see yourself rise and fall with your breath. But in these positions, we tend to forget to breathe. For 3, 2, 1. Release them. Okay. Take it. Take anything you've got under here. And what we're going to do is just fall back into a child's pose, just to counteract and just to reset. Alright. Okay. In a minute, you're going to come up. I think I know what it is. It's those chips I had. That's why I never bother eating before yoga, because like stuff like that happens. Alright, when you're ready, come up. But come up with the rounded spine. And then we're going to sit. Stand, not stand, but come nice and high. And this is prior to you doing a back bend. This is just having a little bit more support, alright? Now, you could go into camel if you want. If not, just bring your hands. You can either come up your back with your fingers like so, or you can bring them to your rear. It's with the fingers facing down. What I'd like you to do is get a strong core, engage your thighs, engage the buttocks. If you want to do camel and you need your blocks, where them out, just put them to the side, alright? Or make them available. Inhale, what we're going to do is push those hips forward. Bring your elbows together, squeeze in the upper back, and we're just going to go down, keep breathing, and then come up. And I'd like you to keep going back. If you're content to go into your camel, please do so. But keeping your neck nice and strong.
So basically you've got room between your neck and your ear, your shoulder and your ear. Nice and long, nice and strong. Alright, and we're just going to come out of that. Okay, what we're going to do is go into a couple of sun salutations, employing our back bend. So, up into your downward dog. Either jump forward, step forward into a Tadasana, half forward fold. Exhale, full forward fold. And coming out vertebrae by vertebrae all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart centre. Okay, take a breath. So a couple of sun salutations, simple ones. What we're going to do first is back bending. Place your hands on there if you want to, okay? But make sure that core is engaged, alright? If you go back and you feel it's not engaged, come back up and reset, alright? Okay. So, I'm going to have a little make sure before pushing the hips forward. Okay, so that's it. On the next inhale, rise up. Bring your palms together. Exhale, back bend. So engage the core, come back with your hands. Hips are coming forward. Place the bend in your knees if you need to. Okay? If you can come back a little bit more, please don't be afraid. Okay? Relax into it. Relax. Nice strong neck, looking up where the ceiling is the wall. And then inhale, rise, exhale, forward fold. Forward fold. Exhale, up, half forward fold. Plant your palms down, step back into plank. Inhale, rise, inhale, exhale, down to chaturanga. Inhale, up to up dog. Exhale, back to downward dog. Step forward, jump forward, however you want to come back into our half fold. Exhale, full forward fold. Stay here for a couple more breaths. And then rise up as we do, coming all the way up as we exhale, back bend. Inhale, rise, exhale, hands to heart center, Tadasana. One more. Inhale, rise. Exhale, back. Inhale, rise. Exhale, forward fold. Stay with your forward fold for a couple more breaths. Inhale, rise. Exhale, palms down, step back into plank, chaturanga, down. Inhale, rise to cobra, up dog. Exhale, back to down. And let's go into our child's pose. And let's lower it down. Okay. Take 10 breaths. If you want, you could come into a rabbit pose. So a rabbit pose is keeping the hips high, placing the top of your head on the ground and just releasing the hands to the sides. And all that's doing is rounding out the spine. So it's entirely up to you to do this, or make sure it's the crown of the head, crown, top of the head on the mat. And your spine is rounded. So what you want is your hips over your knees. Nice strong neck. It's just to do a counteracting pose. Okay, place your hands down.
We're going to come into a seated position, so nice and easy, nice and slowly. Swing your legs round. Oh, come forward. Ooh. What we're going to do is come into a boat pose, however that looks. And just nice and slowly, gradually come to the ground. Release in. Take your hands, palms face down. Bend your bring your legs up towards the ceiling. You're going to go into a figure of 4, so just let your legs hang for a little bit. Alright. So bend the right leg so your foot is just on top of your left knee. Alright, take the bend in the left leg. Place your hands on behind the left thigh. So you're basically taking your hand through that loop. And then you can either use your right hand to push your knee out, or you can use the elbow. And you're going to bring your left knee towards your chest. So we're getting a stretch in the outer thigh or the butt. Just be careful that your foot isn't on your knee. And I would also flex your feet to protect your knees. Make sure your lower back's on the ground and your shoulders are both on the ground as well. Okay. And then another sort of 3 to 5 breaths here. With my elbow, does that make sense? You kind of like forcing that out, which is really amazing. Okay. You'll find your way on this. Okay. And release there, but release so you've got both legs still up in the air. To where you're draining the lymphatic system too. And basically just place the opposite leg on the opposite knee. And you're going to do exactly the same. So bring your hands through. And then what I'd like you to do whilst you're doing this is start slowly breathing down. Now, you can use your elbow or maybe your hands. That's it, and go. Hold that sweet breath. I was just saying sometimes you need my elbow on that rope, so you can't like pulling that through but leaning that elbow. Okay. Can you place it with your leg straight? Then we're just going to reset. So, in a couple of breaths when you're ready. Just reset. What we're going to do is keep your legs bent and you're going to draw your legs, so bend it, make sure everything's 90 degrees. And then you're just going to place it down to the right. Your knees still to the right. Take your arms up to the side. So literally a few breaths here. Good.
Alright. And raising up nice and slowly. Either bring your knees into your chest, give yourself a bit of a hug, and then roll up into a seated position. Straighten the legs out. Okay. Bring the fleshy parts so we've gone backwards. Alright. Coming into our Dandasana, our staff pose. So flexing the toes up. We're going to inhale, coming into a forward fold. So we're going to be here for 2 minutes. What I'd like you to do is bring your hips forward first, and then come down nice and slowly. Imagine you're pulling yourself down with a rope that's right in front of you. You're reaching out to the front until you can come back or settle into a nice relaxed kind of forward fold. Right. What I'd like you to do, instead of bringing your head, if your neck's coming down and it's not in line, just bring your head up slightly so you are just lengthening the neck and keeping it nice and straight. If you want, you can place your block in between your legs and place your head on the block. Be here for a little bit. So I'm just going to come out and have a little look. Relax yourself, and then what we're going to do is go into our Shavasana. Perfect. Okay, rise nice and slowly. Place your warm stuff on your comfortable stuff. And just allow yourself to come into your final resting posture, into our Shavasana. onto your knees. Just allow your neck and your shoulders to become heavy into the mat. Allow your head to become heavy on the mat as well. Just like you do when you're about to fall asleep. Just allow your arms to fall out to the side, palms to the side. And those arms begin to feel heavier. Nice and heavy. Your legs nice and heavy too. I'd like you to start to breathe deeply into your stomach and make that breath. So your in-breath comes from your toes all the way up. And the out-breath all the way top to the bottom to your toes. So you're really breathing in right down. But as you do that, I want you to feel a whole wave of relaxation over your body as you breathe. And as that relaxation is waving up and down, just allow your body to become heavier and heavier. And make that relaxation deeper. Okay. Now just think of something that brings you love, joy and happiness. And as you bring an image into your third eye, I'd like you to get some kind of feeling with that image. And just allow it to seep into your heart. And once it's in your heart, make it bigger, bolder, allow it to expand across your body, up to your head, down to your toes. And when you're ready, start to move your fingertips and your toes, fluttering your eyelids, giving yourself a nice big stretch above the head. And when you're ready, come into your seated position. Bring in that image or that feeling with you. Come up nice and slowly, nice and easy. In your own time. Okay, bring your hands to heart center. And just do a quick body scan to see how you're feeling compared to the beginning. And maybe it's a teaching point or something that needs a little bit more self-awareness. Have a wonderful week. Namaste.